The Nine-Tailed Beast. 9 powerhouses within the world of Naruto, each possessing unique abilities. What if Naruto, instead of having the 9 tails, had actually had the 2 tails? A beast made of blue flames named Matatabi. Well, that's what we're going to be going over today in our discussion video.
We're not the ones who heard this nigga stutter, right? Okay,
Right. Shut up.
Bro,
shut up!
Reku.
But that shit's hard! It's not my fault! Okay, whatever the fuck, we're doing 2 tails Naruto, okay, bro? I did not script none of this shit! Bro, that's why it's a discussion video, bro! You can't script the discussion, bro!
This nigga went to today.
That's what we're going to go over today, gentlemen.
Alright. Gonna get serious.
Okay, so, hey everybody, this is sixmysta, Reku, and Lenation back with another discussion video, and today we're going to be going over what if Naruto had the 2 tails instead of the 9 tails. Today's video is going to be the hypothetical on what would change canonically, so we're only going to go over canonical events, and nothing like what this would domino into, so we just go over actual changes we see happening with the character. But in the next video that will be posted on all of our channels, yes, the next video, we will be doing the fanficky type, where we actually go over logical changes we see happening throughout the timeline to create a new story. So if anyone does want to do this, what if maybe stick around till next video and you can watch that one. So yeah, where are we starting?
I just want to say this. If you want to see what that type of video is like, you can go back to my channel, which is Master Reku, and see what if Naruto never became the 4th Hokage.
Or what if,
that is kind of like.
Or if you're on Lenation's channel, welcome to the first video.
Yee, pussy.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. Okay, so, sorry if you hear my dogs barking in the background. I can't, like, section off this shit. They loud. They cunts. Don't worry about them. I'll curb stomp them tomorrow. I'm not actually going to harm my dogs.
Jesus.
But I will starve them. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, let's actually get into this. This is already the, 2-minute, 30-second mark. So, let's start off where the main change would happen. In this specific one, Kushina would most likely be the 2-tailed Jinchuriki, and we just take the 9 tails out of the equation to, the war arc. Maybe it was never found, maybe something like that, where it's just AWOL. So,
you wonder where he's going, just put him back in place to where he was before, and, he's free.
Yeah, that fucking rice field.
Yeah, that rice field he was in. Or he was in mountains, wasn't he?
I don't know.
He was somewhere. He was in the 7 wonders of the world. Somewhere, okay?
Okay, so, yeah, let's start off at a logical point. Naruto's childhood. And I don't think Naruto would change in this case. I think it would actually be the tailed beast, Matatabi. Since we do know when Yukine was a kid, Matatabi didn't like how she was being treated. And that's why she grew to some sort of a fraternal, a mother-like figure to Yukine. So I assume the same would apply for Naruto.
So if you're wondering, more of Matatabi is really doing at that point in time, Naruto being a child, is more of being a spectator in the background. She's not really having interaction with Naruto, but she can still see what's going on. So you have Naruto, if you actually go back in the anime or read the manga or something like that, she's seeing what the villagers are treating Naruto and are more of outcasting him out to the villagers or the village itself.
Also, that's not the only change that would technically happen, since Naruto would now have access to Matatabi Fire Release, which is just a stronger version of Fire Release, which we call Blue Flames, or something along those lines. And on top of that, Matatabi has a much smaller reserve than Kurama, I believe it's hundreds of folds smaller. So when it comes down to it, not only would Minato's seal probably work differently in this case, but Naruto's reserves will be smaller, which also gives us that small grasp that he might have more control over his chakra. So that's actually going to change what happens throughout the academy as well.
Although some of the villagers might still shun him, but at the same time, his life will be a little bit easier. Maybe Kushina could be still alive.
Right. I think if we do Kushina alive, we do that in the next fanficky type.
Alright. Yeah.
Because in this scenario, we're just going over canonical changes.
Also, point we can add as well, since Naruto, no, since Matabi is a much taller tail beast when it comes to chakra reserves and shit like that, Naruto in this version should be able to pull off the
Things like clone and
clone
transformation jutsu,
technique.
yeah.
Yeah, since he's not able to control his chakra. Even if he's an Uzumaki, he still has like way more chakra than all of us. He's a half Uzumaki. He's gonna have large ass chakra control, but we also have the fact that he's able to control it since he doesn't have something like the Nine Tails interfering with his chakra flow. So.
And trying to make him, get defeated by hatred.
But
that's different.
I think we should go over the first important things, which is probably the fight with Sasuke and the bridge. You remember that period just before the academy starts where Sasuke is sitting on the bridge where Naruto even later on had the flashback wishing he would have actually altercated or interacted with Sasuke on that bridge or dock, I guess.
About when they was on the dock and Naruto was walking past.
Okay, I'm not sure if Matatabi would interfere at this point or even have a connection to Naruto being able to mentally communicate, but if she did, I do feel she might have been like, yo, Naruto, go talk to him or something.
So how use anime does. It's like that feeling to go talk to him, but it's more of Matatabi telling him to go.
It could literally be Matatabi being like, yo, kid, just go talk to him already. Like, shit.
Like, what are you doing?
Nah, but
if you want to talk to the little Chia boy sitting alone on the bridge, you could just go up and talk to him and see what's going on.
Okay, but that's once again a change I think we should rather go over in the next video. Instead, this time, let's go over the first fight between Naruto and Sasuke, where Sasuke literally handed Naruto's ass to him 7 sorts of ways when they was 8. But Naruto is heavily flexible in this and has also a weird tangibility. It's almost, I think it was described that Yukine's body had the durability of rubber. It was a lot easier to take hits and it wouldn't hurt as much and stuff. So Yukine was a lot more troublesome in that manner. So maybe we could have Naruto put up a bigger resistance, but still with no training, he's probably still going to end up losing that fight.
True, but you would have a better, at least his performance would be better than the actual canon timeline when he first fought Sasuke in the academy.
Okay, so
because he'll actually demonstrate some good tactics, and but still lose.
Okay, so here's where I think changes start happening. Things like Naruto actually passing his ninjutsu exams and also studying, since we know the reason he didn't grow book smart was because he was obsessed with getting the ninjutsu that he was incapable of getting. So I think with him being able to tap into that this time, he should actually fully be able to grow book smart as well and not end up dead last in his class. Also, something we're going to be going over next time and not this is fire style as a whole. Sasuke uses fire style. There's probably fire style in the scroll, but for this specific situation, we're not going to go over that. We're probably now going to skip to graduation day since Naruto is going to graduate. The Mitsuki thing probably won't happen. Y'all agree on that, right?
True, because he would actually be able to make the clone.
And also, I doubt Naruto would be as naive. So in this case, we even lose a factor in the shadow clones. We won't have the shadow clones to rely on later.
And plus, there's also a thing to where if Mitsuki really did try to do something, Matabi would step in. Since she has interacted with Naruto once, you more have a feeling not to talk to him, but also, since he did pass the test, Mitsuki would try to go to somewhere else or do it himself. Which would eventually fuck him over.
Bruh, blood prison goes XD, lol.
Mitsuki to some of the villagers, and maybe they would actually notice some strange behaviors coming from Mitsuki.
The villagers are idiots. As I said, people are idiots. Individuals are smart. There's a big difference in what I just said. I know a lot of people there just thought oh, what's the difference? People as a group are scared, and if one person comes up with a semi-logical conclusion, everyone follows them like a fucking train, because most people can't think for themselves. While an individual, someone who goes out of their way to follow their own opinions, those type of people are smart.
Think of this as, if you're not thinking of it correctly, think of rumors in school. there was a rumor in school, most people are going to follow the rumor. They're going to think that rumor is true, but if you go to the person about the rumor, or the rumor that is about, it's not technically true, basically.
Also, let's get back into the what if instead of just talking about this concept. That's a discussion video of its own. People being idiots.
Talking about life here.
But
let's just get back.
okay, so if Miski's not gonna be our problem, we'd have a week here. So let's get into the Geni test. I don't actually think that will be any different. Like, I still think that's gonna play out pretty much the same, just minus the shadow clones and obviously the intrigue and fire style maybe for Naruto.
Yeah, when you see Sasuke uses his fireball, or was it something else?
Yeah, fireball. Because Naruto has no tangible jutsu here, so I believe he might go out of his way to learn it. Because normal clones that aren't actually physical, and a henge ain't gonna do much. So
the only way Naruto had an advantage when he was actually fighting Kakashi is by his, what Zig said before, which is his durability and his reflexes.
Okay, there is a month period, and I think Naruto and Sasuke were in anyways like training on their own throughout that time. So maybe within the month before, the Zabuza arc or the Line of Waves arc, I do see Naruto learning at least progressing to try and learn the fireball. And because of Matatabi fire release, he's probably gonna be able to learn it before the time. And even it's blue, like it's gonna be a little weird for even Naruto, Sasuke, all that, but I think he'd probably save it up to show off, like either for the Demon Brother thing or when they actually fight Zabuza. I think we keep it for Zabuza because Naruto did freeze up because of the Demon Brothers. Like, I think that wouldn't change.
Yeah, that still wouldn't change. He still, the blood was still go towards them.
Okay, so we're currently in the Land of Waves arc, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so, what's the next change we got? Because Demon Brother's not going to change, as we just said.
So when
Sakura diving Naruto out of the way of the Executioner's Blade?
Yeah, he would dodge.
Because Naruto has animalistic type instincts now, so he's probably gonna dodge that. Like on his own. Like I know that's minor, but he's probably gonna dodge that. Next point Naruto's probably gonna be important is Kakashi in the ice prison. Or not ice prison, water prison.
Water prison.
Yeah.
So we can use that. So when Naruto substituted with the Demon Wind Shuriken, or
that's not gonna work this time because he doesn't have shadow clones to distract Zabuza.
So that was okay. I was like, it was transformation Jutsu or something like that.
Yeah, he used the transformation to turn himself into a Demon Wind Shuriken, and then like that was while he was making a clone. Like the clone even put him in Sasuke's backpack. So the clone made Zabuza think Naruto was still there, while Naruto was actually the Demon Wind Shuriken. I think that would be very different in this occasion. He'd probably just try and show off a fire style jutsu. Maybe now with like dual fireballs, they might be able to throw Zabuza off with that because I don't think one water clone will be able to handle multiple fireballs from different directions. So I think inevitably he'd break out like that.
Naruto teaming up on Zabuza.
They're not going to win. They still going to get their ass beat.
Exactly.
But at least their teamwork would be a little bit more efficient. A little bit better.
Kakashi would be proud.
Plus, at this point, Sasuke, Team 7 will forget about Naruto's Blue Flames technique or Blue Flames rule.
At this point, yeah, Team 7 would know about this because it's not like he can make the fire not blue because that's how Matatabi fire release works. It just kind of overwrites it. Okay. So, next change is actually the Haku thing. Do you think the blue fire would actually be able to melt the ice mirrors?
I think it will be able to melt it since it's more of like a Tell Beast fire, and plus it's a next level of fire. And it's not a Matsuratsu, but it's
also, bruh, we know the average blue flame reaches temperatures of over 3,500 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, you're just smart. You know that.
I'm not even talking like star fire here. I'm like talking like normal blue fire is either really fucking cold or really fucking hot.
So we can make it should be like cremation level, or
it would be similar to cremation, yeah. And we know that the reason they couldn't melt the ice originally is because it was just made out of chakra. It wasn't actual ice, technically speaking. So they might be able to do it, might not. Maybe when you remember that frenzy when Sasuke got like really fucking hurt.
Oh yeah. Sasuke,
Maybe that could just be like an exhale of
Naruto.
fucking like immense blue chakra and shit. Like maybe he could like fucking try and do the fireball, do something closer to the Great Fire Annihilation or some shit. That's probably how it would go because Tailed Beast frenzies are very strange.
Most definitely.
So that's probably the only changes we got. Like Naruto don't got clones. That's definitely a change, but we're replacing that with the knowledge of the fireball and the effectiveness of blue fire. So I think they might be able to get by with that. Also, he'd probably have an easier time like dodging Haku throughout that time because of the animalistic instinct, better vision, better scent, better hearing.
It's almost like he's actually a cat or something.
And he does have cat-like, bro. His body's cat-like. Like, didn't you see how Yukine bend? Like, bro, what do them wastes do? I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay. Okay, bro. Okay. Y'all got anything to add on to the Zabuza arc or the Land of Waves arc?
Yeah, no, I haven't nothing since nothing really changed, even though like Saku and Zabuza will still die.
Okay, so next we got the tuning exams. Riku, I'll let you lead off on that.
Oh, okay. So what I see going on for the tuning exams, there was what was it? So there was 2 weeks before Kakashi told them about the actual tuning exam when they got back from the Lands of Waves arc. You can use that as more of like Naruto to figure out a bit more about his own fire thing, since he, just not figured out about like a fucking month ago. So I would see that being as a use for Naruto to figure out at least one more jutsu of fire, like Fireball, Fire Style, Finance, Phoenix. What the fuck it was? Fire Phoenix? Something called?
But
Fire Phoenix, technically speaking, is a jutsu Sasuke created in some continuity, so.
Wasn't that, but Itachi? No, Itachi.
It was called Phoenix Flower Jutsu.
Yeah, Itachi had the other one. You would put fucking fire, the shuriken into this shit.
Right,
But then you can also go into the actual tuning exams way when he was going to the tuning exam. Nothing there would change, but he also have Matabi's knowledge since she's actually trying to help him out. So he actually would start to answer.
They would know that Gaara is the one tail since tailed beasts can feel each other.
Yeah, that would also be a thing. You also put Ingenuity. Ingenuity? What the fuck is Ingenuity? Ingenuity. No, fuck it. I can't say the word. But
Ingenuity.
No.
Oh,
Yes.
Right. My friends are idiots.
My brain just left me. I don't know why. I just couldn't say shit.
My brain didn't work either, Reku. Don't worry.
Okay, so next we would go into the actual tuning exams. Naruto's a little more book smart, so first round might actually be different. Maybe he'll be able to figure out he gotta cheat. I don't think he could actually cheat. Maybe like with the cat eyes and shit, he might be able to get a quick glance or some shit at someone else's sheet, or maybe even answer a few on his own. But I don't think he would be able to, get more than 3 right. So never mind 3 wrong. I don't think he'll have 3 right.
I just think that Matabi would help him on that since she is interacting with him.
Bruh, but not necessarily would she know it. Like, how do we know tailed beasts and humans do the same type of calculations? Like, math can be perceived differently from someone who didn't learn the same fucking math. Like, me and you probably know different equations to figure the same shit out.
I mean, bro, I'm telling you. Them niggas old, they know some shit, at least.
Okay, I'll take it from you, but he's still gonna need to pass on that 10th question.
Oh yeah, he'll do the same thing. Yeah, his personality didn't change all that much.
So important shit for us to death. Okay, let's skip over the filler shit. I'm gonna be honest. Them Rain Ninja were fodder both times. Both times they fought them, it was just fucking fodder. That's it. They gonna get clapped by Orochimaru regardless of Naruto's fucking fire.
He would actually take interest in that as well.
I doubt it because most two-tailed Jinchuriki share those traits.
Wait a second, now I realize it. Would Naruto be a little bit suspicious about Kabuto or less?
I don't think he would be suspicious about Kabuto. I think he'd be suspicious about Orochimaru. Remember? Smells like snake.
Yeah.
You know, he smells like a fucking snake.
I think he might even mention it. Because I know like people with good smell make like good notes to talk out loud. Like they do it unintentionally. Like we have Kiba doing that shit too. Like sometimes he be sniffing and being like, I smell someone, and he doesn't say anything except that. So I do actually see Naruto just going like, I smell snake, and just looks at Orochimaru like, let's save that one for the next part, I guess, for the fanficky shit. Maybe we could have Anko interfere or some shit. I don't know.
So like, you too smell like a snake. Why do y'all smell like snakes?
Right. Okay, Reku, you care to continue?
I thought of something.
Okay, let's hear it.
So, what fight was that? Kiba versus Naruto. I see that actually being able to change. Seeing as how Naruto really only had, his own, shadow clones, he would actually be able to do more since he now has his reflexibility. Also, with his...
Plus, Naruto got range here. Fang over Fang is close range. He got long range. Naruto might actually take that. He might turn Kiba into fodder as well. Like, damn.
Yeah, so, with that being said... Kiba would actually be at a disadvantage since Kiba
I know people are wondering, we just skipped a large fucking chunk. Like, we didn't even go over the sounding. Sasuke clapped the sounding. What's that going to change? Naruto still got his ass beat by Orochimaru. He probably going to sleep for longer because of not having Kurama. And then everything after the Sound Ninja fight was once again just fucking fodder. It was basically filler at that point.
It's not good.
Like, there's no point going over the rest because everything there was like taken care of easily.
Then all that would just change is that Naruto had a more sleep time.
And yeah, Kiba now being fodder because Naruto has the benefit of range. That means we just would skip directly to Sasuke's mental health. Bro,
oh, no.
That's gonna be in a fucked up position now because Naruto would just fodder Kiba and Sasuke nearly got his ass beat.
He was like, wait, when this nigga,
wait. 2 plus 2 doesn't equal 5, so what's this?
Bro, what the fuck? 2 plus 2 doesn't equal 5, the fuck is this? Bro, I love that. But, yeah, so this would lead into the 1 month time skip, I guess?
I mean...
Yeah.
I think Sasuke at this point would just give the fuck up on fire. Like, the fuck he gonna do to Naruto with fire?
Because Naruto also got fire, and he's also...
Better fire, too.
Bro.
A better fire.
And he's more flexible and more, literally...
Also, better control, there's probably going to be more time to train with Jiraiya. If you think about it. Since he has better chakra control, we didn't go over this, but he'd probably get tree walking down faster as well, on top of water walking now. So I think there would be at least a few days extra. I don't think that Orochimaru gonna slap a 5-prong seal on top of Naruto again. I just don't see that happening. He wasn't, like, with the 2 tails, he can only let out so much tail beast chakra.
There's also the idea of when Jiraiya do teach Naruto, he probably would get down with the summoning jutsu a lot quicker than he did before, but I don't think he'll be able to summon Genma.
I don't think he'd be able to do it by the same means, like exhausting Naruto and them forcing him to do it. I think in this case, it would be more of a thing like Naruto getting the water walking down, resting, and when his chakra reserves are full with more control, start for like a few days practicing on how to summon Genma. Because eventually he's going to get down, like, just shove as much fucking chakra as you can in this shit.
And especially when he has a tail beast weaker than the...
And maybe, technically speaking, maybe the same thing could still happen. We don't know how much chakra it takes to summon Genma, so maybe that still happens. We have a better altercation with, like, Naruto actually being in his mindscape talking to Matatabi.
Oh yeah, that could be a thing. When he goes to sleep, he could be talking to Matatabi since he knows who she is. Basically, there is someone inside of him, or something inside of him.
Bruh, Reku, that sus. Damn, boy. Inside of him? Bruh.
Come on.
Bruh.
I wasn't even thinking that way. My mind was professional. You just ruined it.
Now you know how it felt at the start, bitch.
They didn't do nothing. I was correct. You ended it, so I came in with my silliness. Now fuck off.
Okay, so I don't see much changing. Maybe, bruh, toad oil. That's gonna happen next time. Next part, y'all better watch that shit.
Most definitely. I'm coming for you. I'm
Totally gonna be crazy considering Naruto can now do fire jutsus. And considering he has more control over his actual tail beast abilities.
Okay, so
yeah,
this would probably be him turning Neji into fodder too.
Yeah, Ninja rotation can be like
because Neji's rotation can block the fire, but I'm pretty sure Naruto can throw more fireballs than Neji can rotations.
Yeah, then I was like, there's also the thing like the heat will actually also get to him since he's reacting shit, but also heat was really fucking hot, so that's also a problem towards Neji.
And the more he does it, the hotter it's gonna get as well. So yeah,
exactly. So
Neji's eventually either gonna faint from the heat or get hit with a fireball. Maybe Naruto just gonna rock his shit with a fist, like left, right, bitch.
Or maybe fold him like an omelet, literally.
Like
bruh, scramble like an egg before I fold you like an omelet, bitch. Bruh, I just see him gut punching Neji and Neji folding backwards. Like his fucking feet touch his face first and then the back of his head touch his feet again. Like, bro, I need to animate this shit now. Okay, Sasuke's mental state is back.
Oh boy.
He just saw Naruto basically beating the shit out of Neji, who was stronger than Lee, or believed to be stronger than Lee at the time. And Lee folded Sasuke like an omelet.
Indeed.
Indeed, sorry, indeed.
When they first met, because sorry guys, that's still gonna happen to Sasuke. He still got his butt whooped by Lee.
Okay, so not only mental state, but Gaara's gonna fold Sasuke.
Again.
Forward skip, I guess. Gaara versus Naruto might be a lot fucking different. The transformation is gonna be different, of course. It's gonna be Matatabi instead of Kurama. So when he transforms Gamabunta.
There's also the fact to where Naruto, since Naruto have blue flames, he can actually affect Chicago.
Oh, and overall, just flames. Gamabunta doesn't have to worry about using both toad oil and flames. He could just worry about toad oil, and Naruto can ignite it with a lot hotter flames.
Sure. So therefore,
I personally think this would just make up for what they're missing, which is the chakra. So I don't think this would tip it in their way anymore, because that lack of chakra is gonna affect it in some way. So I think the skill we added on top by taking away the chakra is kind of just balancing each other out. At least for right now, that is.
Alright. I don't think nothing else will change. Since Naruto would be much more chakra than he was before, most definitely, since he don't have that much of reserves. But it'd also be a lot easier for him since the fire coming in handy. So with Gamabunta toad oil. Yeah,
so I think that fight's still gonna go in Naruto's favor.
Yeah, but they're still both gonna be exalted, and Gaara will change. Since Matabi motherly nature and shit like that.
And considering Naruto still have that Talk no Jutsu.
Still got that amazing.
Bruh, still got that plot armor no jutsu. Bruh, that's the only plot armor Naruto got. Don't lie, bro.
But
everybody else got plot armor, but Naruto, that's all he got. Just talking no jutsu. That's the only thing he got.
He was like, wait, you've been in my ass a bit too much. Let me go talk to you real quick.
Okay.
Anyways.
So I don't think much would change in the Tsunade Retrieval Arc. Just getting a hold of the Rasengan a bit quicker. He won't have Shadow Clone, so he'd actually have to get a hold of the full Rasengan. So there's that as well. So maybe balance each other out once again.
Sure.
I think where it would really get interesting is the Sasuke Retrieval Arc.
Ooh, now that's gonna be a
who wants to do that one? Lenation, I think you should do this. It's me 6. Help shit.
Okay.
Come on, arc for arc. It's your turn.
So bad. All right, the events would start like just normal canon. The teams will be Shikamaru, Choji, Neji. Should it be Kiba?
Yeah, Kiba would still be there.
Yeah, Kiba's already there.
Kiba, and we obviously got Naruto. Naruto makes his promise with Sakura to bring Sasuke back, and then they begin.
Okay, Mr. Mucho, we don't need that much detail, bro. We need event changes. We don't need what will stay the same. We need what would change.
Let's see.
Bro, I think in this case Naruto would have been a better match for the Spider Guy, but I think because of the whole Sasuke situation, that's still gonna stay the same regardless.
Yeah, true. He'll just might like throw a couple of flames here and there, maybe hit him one time, and then just let Neji.
His chakra is gonna be a lot. His chakra is gonna be lower because of throwing fireballs inside of Big Guy's dome.
True. So yeah.
No dome chromosome. Fuck it up. Yeah, so Sasuke fight, I guess
Sasuke fight. Alright, we're here at the final valley. Yeah. So here we are. Just them talking about their feelings and stuff like that. Naruto saying that, you're my friend, you're my Nakama. Wait, wrong anime, my bad. You're my friend. And talking Jinchuriki, but that doesn't work considering Sasuke's on his bull. So, yeah, they get to throw in hands. Naruto's actually getting an upper hand considering, he has more depth in the fire jutsu that he's been using.
Also, he has a lot better, physical fighting because of his cat-like acrobatics, I guess. But he does have less chakra and would probably, when he sprouts that one cloak, it might not be as... I'm not sure. I don't think anyone's quite sure about this because there's no actual answer. If the first cloak of different tailed beasts have different amounts of chakra going into it, we don't really know, but we can assume they do. So hopefully it stays the same.
Maybe the fight might stay the same a little bit, but with Naruto, I
still think Naruto would fold Sasuke until the Chidori, where Naruto doesn't want to kill Sasuke with his Rasengan, retract it, and would still get hit straight in the chest with that Chidori. And yeah, kaboom.
Yo, this is in the video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you think you have your own ideas on this, put your ideas in comments. Think what you think will happen inside the comment section. Either what is it? I don't know. Go ahead and like it. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more of this. We'll put the next part out at some point. I don't fucking know. Don't trust my ideas. Don't trust my word either. So yeah, if you guys want more of this, go ahead and like it. Do you? I don't give a fuck. So yeah, bye.
Stay blessed.